Christine. It's time for I'm going to call this my ginormous layout share. This month is more productive than last month. So last month I only had like 8 layouts because it was travel and holidays and all the things. So this month I have 15. So not quite as much as you'll see during a 30 days of sketches, but not terrible, right? Not terrible. So let me start. So this was y'all, and I'm going to sit here and tell you, I've got videos for all of these, but I'll try to remember which ones were Scrapbook Crafternoon, and I'll try, but I'm not going to swear on it. So I can't remember this one, to be frank with you. I know it's a Hip Kit Club because I can always tell from like their cute ephemeras and things like that. This was just me and my daughter at the Jefferson Memorial, which I really love this long title. I was really proud of that one. And there's a little chipboard, and then there's the little, this is the cutest little font, y'all. And then little ephemeras and stuff like that. I did tear these, and there is a little trick I did on the video, so make sure you check that out as to how I made these kind of match. This was a Bo Bunny Stash Bash, and that was the last layout of this collection. And I'll tell y'all, I'm going to have another video about my Bo Bunny Stash Bash coming up, but this was the last layout of this collection, and I used about every piece of paper I had left in there. I did scuff all the edges. There's tons of layers. I think this layout weighs about 3 pounds. I did glue down the little fonts here, little glitter piece. This was my husband's parents. We'd gone to Disney World, and this was our last day. So this was our lunch in that little restaurant there. So it's just kind of roughed up and really pretty little layout. This was, I don't remember if this is scrap lift or not. I don't think so. I might have used like a sketch or something, but basically this is, I was kind of using up a bunch of different, I think this was a Jen Hadfield collection here, and I was trying to use up some of that. I'm trying to kill all kinds of stuff, y'all. I'm trying to go through some old stuff because I got brand new stuff and I'm using it, and I'm just trying to make my way through. Has 4 pictures, obviously. This is when we went to Mount Vernon in DC. I did pull out from my stash, I pulled out little wood buttons and things like that. So this was a bit of a stash buster in a way, because these didn't go with the collection when I got it. So this is the little tickets from the place we went to, Mount Vernon. This was a scrap lift, I believe, although I think they had a little bit different stripes here, but I ended up using branding strips with a little mixed media back there, some little chipboard stars. I did use some dies here. This is just me and my husband. We're workout buddies. And like I said in the video, I didn't really think about the picture. I just took a picture. I was kind of stretching my hip. He was stretching his side. But I guess when I put it on Instagram, my friends were all like laughing at it. And I went back and looked like, oh, yeah, we do look a little odd. And then he's making that weird face. But this was a hip kit with a bunch of little branding strips. And I like this a lot. I believe this was a scrap lift. This one, yes, because I ended up making this background, y'all. This was so pretty. I used my distress inks that I got, and I used my little magic brushes to make my little rainbow here, and then sprinkled the water to have it activate. I thought this was really pretty. I enjoyed this one too. This was a Hip Kit papers too. I thought this was really pretty. This came in like the fall, and it's just Thanksgiving gathering at Fogo de Chao, and this is my family. We'd gone to a Brazilian steakhouse for Thanksgiving, so... This one I did for my 1,000 subscriber hop. So I had tons of folks playing along. So please make sure, if you've not seen that, make sure you go check out that, because there's tons of inspiration, tons of people playing. There were some rules to the hop. You had to use a non-cardstock background. It had to be a pattern background. You had to hide a unicorn or not hide it, whichever you wanted to do, but there had to be a unicorn on the page. You had to use ink and sprinkles, foam tape, and that might have been it. I don't think I added any other rules on there, but this one was fun. This was for my 50th birthday, and I dressed as a unicorn, so I had little unicorns, and I had little jewels and all kinds of fun stuff. This was fun. Oh, and I had a little shimmer on there. This one, this is a very special layout. The video explains why, but this is from the Storyteller collection from Cocoa Vanilla. Love this collection. I think I have I'm not sure if I have much more of this or not. I don't know how much I have left. I don't think much. But I do love this collection. And this was actually, I had used the corners for a different layout a month or so ago, and I had this middle piece left. So I thought that was kind of a fun way to use that middle piece. And then just a bunch of ephemeras, of course, little enamel hearts. This was a scrap lift, and I used a little scallop punch here. It was an older EK Success scallop punch. It's a hip kit, so it has tons of ephemera, like all the things they do. And honestly, it was so cute because it had all these little Christmas pieces, and I think she used flowers or something on hers. A lot of little mixed media pieces in here behind all this as well. Really fun little layout. I enjoy doing this because it's all Christmassy stuff. That's a cute one. This one was a hip kit collection as well. This is from, I think the kit was August of last year, 2022. I was trying to use it up. And this picture's from Costa Rica, so I was kind of trying to use up like the little summery things, but it wasn't summer, so I couldn't put summer words in here. It was actually at Christmas time, so I was using things that were not, like, didn't say summer, but they're kind of showed summery stuff. But I really enjoyed this. And then this was like little scallop borders that came in the collection as well. Now this actually pulled out of my stash. This was not part of the collection, but it worked well with this particular font. This one you guys will have seen. This is from the new hop that Ann over at Peacecraft Love is starting. It's a Iron Crafters. I think I called it Iron Scrapbookers in the original video, but it's actually Iron Crafters. And she gives us like a thing that we have to use, kind of like if you think of Iron Chef, where you're having to use an ingredient. I used it a couple of ways because I was thinking in my head going, well, Iron Chef, you're supposed to use the ingredient multiple ways. I probably should have figured out one more way to use it, but basically I put it was sequins, and I put it in the shaker pockets or the little shaker stars. And then I glued some down as well. And this was a fun layout. This was a hip kit collection as well. Cut that star out of the paper. That was really cute. And then I just built little clusters all around. This was, I think, just a process video. And I used the Simple Stories. I think it's like Simple Vintage or something like that. I say it in the video, of course. This was fun. This was our Lincoln Memorial trip, again in DC. And I used this collection because I thought the colors went well, but I'm not going to lie, it was a bit of a challenge for myself because the collection is about home and family, and we weren't there. Now, there was family, so that's okay, but we weren't at home, so that was a bit tricky. But I enjoyed this one as well. I got 4 photos on that one. I'm proud when I get more than one photo, but then on the other hand, I kind of like one photo, so... this is a picture of me, actually. This is an old photo. I found it in a box, and this was a scrap lift of Miss Isabel for her birthday. And we had to use, this was a mess up, y'all. I messed my entire, y'all got to go watch. I messed up some stuff. So you got to go watch the video to figure out what I messed up. But in the end, the layout turned really cute. So I'm happy with it. But this was also, I believe this was Cocoa Vanilla Storyteller as well. So maybe I have used all that collection now that I think about it. I got to go back and look, y'all. I've been forgot. But I used a little bit of foam tape up underneath some of my butterflies and flowers. I thought this turned out real cute. I did have to use a wood grain out of my stash, but it went really well with the photo color. This is a, I think I just did a process video, and I just used a sketch for inspiration. Actually, yeah, it was Rochelle Spears. So if you check out, she has a blog with a sketch on it. And this was fun. I was trying to use up this collection. So I used these little fringy pieces. There's a bunch of these little fabric pieces on here. I made this a lot bigger than the sketch show, but that's okay. Picture of my daughter in Cancun. And this was a cute one. This one was using up a Scrap Room Flavors. I don't know if I used it up now that I say that, but it was a Scrap Room Flavors of the Month. Oh, y'all, I got to finish writing all my story on here. The embellishment that came with it in the little kit was stickers, so I had to make sure I used a bunch of stickers here. And then I raised this one up on foam, this one up on foam, and then I just used some little pearls from my stash. I got to remember to write my journal on there. I forgot. And I did ink the edges of everything with Vintage Photo. And this is a family tradition for us to go to the Texas State Fair pretty much every year. And then this one was a scrap lift. She actually used a white cardstock, but I like this black stars on the white. But it was really pretty, I thought, how with the mixed media. And then I did go a little bit more up here than she did on the original layout. But I thought this turned out really pretty. I just love this blue popping up against this layout. This was Hip Kit. And again, I pulled out a newer selection. Even though I'm trying to work through the old ones, I still can't help myself when something shows up and it's too pretty to use. I just have to use it. So Hip Kit, Scrap Lift, mixed media, all the good things. And then this little guy I just did the other day, and I like this one a lot. This was also a Scrap Room Flavors of the Month. Yet again, I pulled out a new collection instead of using old stuff. But it is in the Scrap Room Flavors of the Month, and this is just documenting my daughter and her little boyfriend. And I thought this was fun. A little busy over here, but on purpose. So that's what I got done this month, and I'm excited to see next month. Next month, obviously a little shorter month, so we'll see if I get as many done. And then the following month is 30 days of sketches, which I'm sure since there's 31 days will be a bonus. So that month will be just crazy busy, and I'll have to get started on that stuff too. So thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.